In this podcast episode, Ben Shapiro dives into the escalating feud between two of the most influential figures in America, Elon Musk and Donald Trump. The discussion begins with Shapiro promoting his new book, Lions and Scavengers, which he describes as a rallying cry against the cultural lies that permeate society. Shapiro begins with discussing the public spat between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. He notes that while the feud is entertaining from a media perspective, it poses challenges for the Republican Party, which has benefited from the alliance between tech entrepreneurs like Musk and traditional blue-collar supporters of Trump. The conflict has been brewing for weeks, particularly after Musk's departure from the Trump administration, where he served as a special government employee for 130 days. Upon leaving, Musk expressed his discontent with the Big Beautiful Bill, a piece of legislation that he believes is riddled with excessive spending and waste. Shapiro praises Musk's decision to leave the administration as a heroic act, highlighting the sacrifices Musk made in terms of time and financial interests to pursue government efficiency. However, he acknowledges that Musk's expectations of quickly reducing government spending were unrealistic, given the complexities of the bureaucratic system. As Musk continued to criticize the Big Beautiful Bill on social media, Trump felt compelled to respond during a press conference. He expressed disappointment in Musk, suggesting that Musk had previously supported the bill and was now backtracking due to the removal of electric vehicle (EV) subsidies. Trump claimed that Musk's criticisms were unfounded and that he had lost touch with the realities of the legislation. This prompted Musk to fire back on social media, asserting that he had not been adequately informed about the bill's contents and emphasizing his long-standing opposition to the EV mandate. The exchange escalated further when Musk tweeted that Trump would not have won the election without his support, a claim that Trump dismissed. Musk's subsequent suggestion of creating a new political party to represent the 80% in the middle raised eyebrows, with Shapiro arguing that a third party is unnecessary and unlikely to gain traction. Shapiro discusses the implications of this feud for the Republican Party, noting that while there may be some fraying at the edges, the core coalition remains intact. He points out that most GOP lawmakers continue to support Trump and the Big Beautiful Bill, despite Musk's criticisms. The podcast highlights the importance of the bill in preventing a potential recession, as it aims to stabilize tax rates and provide economic certainty. In the midst of this political drama, Shapiro also touches on the Supreme Court's recent ruling regarding workplace discrimination, which unanimously affirmed that individuals can be discriminated against regardless of their majority status. This ruling is seen as a significant step in recognizing that discrimination can affect anyone, not just those in minority groups. As June marks Pride Month, Shapiro notes a shift in the White House's approach to celebrations. Instead of the usual Pride Month proclamations, the Biden administration is focusing on Title IX and investigations into cases of discrimination against women in sports. This change reflects a growing concern over the implications of transgender policies on women's rights, particularly in educational and athletic settings. Mary Margaret Olohan, the Daily Wire's White House correspondent, joins the discussion to provide insights into the administration's stance. She highlights the lack of a formal Pride Month celebration at the White House this year and the emphasis on protecting women's spaces. The Department of Education is launching investigations into incidents involving transgender individuals in women's sports, signaling a potential pivot in the administration's focus. Shapiro and Olohan discuss the implications of the ongoing feud between Musk and Trump, suggesting that while it may seem like a significant rift, it ultimately highlights the strength and dynamism within the Republican Party. The podcast emphasizes that the Democrats are currently in disarray, struggling to find a cohesive message or leadership. Polling data indicates a significant decline in support for the Democratic Party, particularly among independent voters and young demographics. The conversation also touches on the geopolitical landscape, particularly regarding Iran and its nuclear ambitions. Shapiro criticizes the Biden administration's approach to negotiations with Iran, arguing that the U.S. should take a firmer stance against the regime's aggressive actions and support for terrorism.